everybody, we are back. You know, my next guest tonight from the films Jerry Maguire, Scream 2, and Stand By Me. His latest movie, Mission to Mars, is now the #1 movie in the country. Let's take a look.
Hey. What's that?
That is the exact genetic composition of my ideal woman. Hey, hey, hey! Hey! My baby.
Now what is it?
A frog?
Please welcome Jerry O'Connell. Jerry, how are you?
Those are all my cousins in for St. Patty's Day. Thanks, guys.
It's a nice time for you this time of year. You know, You've been coming on this show for years now. I think since the beginning, since we started, and it's nice to be able to say you've got the #1 movie in the country. That's a nice thing.
I know. It's very exciting. Well, you know, I mean, you go, like, overnight in one weekend from, hey, fat kid from Stand By Me, to, like, hey, dude from Mission to Mars, what's up? It's a lot easier. It's a lot funnier.
Yeah, when are they going to learn your name, though?
I don't think I'll ever get it. Dude, Mars guy, what's up? Spacesuit man.
What's, you know, I was actually saw, when I was looking at the clips of this movie, the spacesuits are extremely cool looking. Like, you think you get jaded about sci-fi?
They are, no.
The spacesuits are very cool in this movie.
They were designed by NASA. They're, you know, it's worth $70,000. They're unbelievable. And chicks dig spacesuits. I love that thing. It was the best.
Wait a minute. No, they don't.
System. Of course they do. You're an astronaut. You're automatically cool. But listen, we had these helmets and, like, breathing apparatuses.
So they work? They really supplied air?
They were real NASA outfits. But my air broke down one day, right? And, you know, you're sealed into this thing, and my air stops, and I tap the NASA technician on the shoulder, and I'm like, dude, and, you know, you can't hear anything outside of these helmets. I'm like, hey, man, air. I need air. My air is off. I've got about another, like, 30 seconds to a minute. So he, like, lopes away, and I'm like, God, I can't believe this guy isn't hustling. I'm like, I've got about a minute here.
Right.
He comes back with the hairstylist, who's like, yeah, that's what he wants. And I'm like, no, dude, not hair, air. And he's like, don't yell at me about your hair. Get out of here, you little punk actor. You're wearing a spacesuit, for Pete's sake. I was like, air, please. The guy popped it off. They popped it off. I could breathe.
Right. So
hairstylist was like, he is such a bitch. He was yelling at me. I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe.
Well, he'll be happy with you now when he sees his talk show appearance. Now, you don't get to keep the spacesuit. Sometimes when you do something cool in a movie, they let you keep the stuff. Do you get to keep the stuff?
No, I didn't, because they were so expensive. I got, like, a NASA patch, though. That was pretty cool. I got my mom to sew it on my jeans jacket. I'm like, yeah, NASA. Check me out. No, I actually, I got in a little trouble, Conan. I tried to steal my spacesuit.
Really? And you said it's worth like $70,000?
Yeah. And the Disney police, man, they were right on me. Mickey was like, freeze, drop the suit. You know, they put you in jail down in Orlando in a little, like, solitary confinement room where they play It's a Small World over and over again.
And you're driven slowly mad.
I wanted my suit, man. They wouldn't let me.
Well, you got the patch. You got a 90-cent patch. That's something.
On my jeans jacket. I'm cool.
Are you, you work with kids in this movie, is that right?
Yeah, first scene, you know, I'm sort of like the crazy character. I work with kids. I like working with kids. They're funny. I was, I was treating these kids, you know, I was always giving them money. I was giving them, like, dollars. I treat them like, I treat them like strippers. I, like, tip them. I'm like, hey, you guys are good.
You treat kids like strippers.
Kids love money. All kids love money. I love doing that.
I never thought of that. I never thought of giving kids money
Always
as a way
hand them a buck. It's good. Hey, you know, use that in the future. Put that away. That'll be good for your college fund.
Maybe in the future you should say treat them like maitre d's.
Yeah.
Not strippers.
Yeah. I guess that's true.
Yeah.
People get touchy.
Yeah.
We've been systematically tonight alienating people. We yelled at a duck.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on. You flew in from Mexico.
I was in Mexico.
Now, like, we have guests that, a lot of our guests are just across the street and we trick them into being on the show. This man actually flew from Mexico to be here.
Yeah,
nice.
I went down to Cancun for spring break. That was kind of fun. Woo! Class of 2000 rocks! I was partying with everybody. It was fun.
But you're not in school.
I know, but I'm such a goofball. I wanted to go down.
When you're
and
like
check it out.
55, you'll be going down to spring break, hanging out of a bus.
Hey, girls. Oh no, but you know what? I went to this like area. It was actually very European, and the women on the beach, you know, in Europe, they don't wear tops. It's like pretty crazy. And you know, you're talking to these girls, and they're trying to have a normal conversation, and the whole time you're like, oh my God, I can see your breasts. I can see your breasts. Those are your breasts. Your breasts
Are
are
you
right there.
saying
Like,
that or thinking it?
oh no, you're totally thinking it.
Good.
You know, you're sitting
I thought you were actually saying that. Yeah.
So how long are you in Mexico? And the whole time I'm thinking, oh my God, your breasts are right there. Those are your breasts. I can see your breasts. It doesn't matter, you know, how much experience I get with them. I'll always be like breast. But the worst thing, but there's a bad side to it too. You know, I mean, this is the worst, unfortunately, because then they have those boyfriends who wear those like Speedo outfits, those green Speedo outfits, with the sandals and like a backpack and like stomachs hanging out. Very gross. That should be illegal.
Yeah. Sort of like how Will was dressed. In the first
yeah.
segment.
That was so funny, man.
No, so, yes, a guy wearing a Speedo and a backpack, that's not a good combination.
Yeah, and the Tivas, dude, look, you got to change the suit. I like your girlfriend. I think she's hot, but you've got to do something about your bathing suit, big guy.
Now, you talk about women obsessively in almost a scary way. Oh, you yourself, are you a single guy? You are single.
Yeah.
So you, oh
Swing single. Doesn't look like for long, no, Conan.
no. Welcome to our Hanson concert. Now, did you... If you're a single guy and you're down in Mexico on spring break, are you trying to meet women?
Yeah, you know, I mean, you run around to the bars. It's pretty crazy. It's actually very frightening because you're down there. You know, you're talking to some girl, and she's, you know, you're like, oh my God, this is the one. She's gorgeous. You know, she goes to college. She's telling you about classes.
She goes to college?
No, I mean, you know, she's like smart.
What is your criterion?
You know what I'm saying?
She is bipedal. She uses both legs to walk. She chews her food thoroughly.
It was very scary, though. One girl lied to me. Her parents came into, like, this poolside area we were at, and they were like, you know my daughter's 15 years old? And I was like, dude, she said she goes to college. She was lying. I should have the pedophile police come after you. I was like, dude, please. Your daughter was lying to me. Very scary, man. You gotta be careful out there these days, fellas.
What do you think, Andy and I are at the bars talking to 15-year-olds? That's not our problem. But I'll be very careful. Mission to Mars is in theaters now. This has got to be exciting.
It's a good movie.
Have you gone and watched it like in a movie theater with lots of other people?
I have, and it's a kick-ass movie, man. You know, Brian De Palma. It's really a lot of fun, and I get to wear a spacesuit, dude.
Yeah. You never got beyond that, did you?
No,
You never even read the script. You were just like, spacesuit.
It's very exciting, you know. You get the NASA patch, you got the American flag. You know, I'm never going to be an astronaut. I failed algebra 3 years in a row. It's never going to happen. As close as I get.
You could be a really bad astronaut, yeah. Well, Jerry, thank you very much for being here. Always and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Jerry O'Connell, System of a Down coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up tomorrow night on the program from The Daily Show, Jon Stewart is going to be joining us. From Monty Python, Eric Idle is going to be here, and author Fran Lebowitz. So check out that show. That's going to be a great one. We'll be right back with System of a Down, so stick around.
These are great. I can't believe they actually came out.
Yeah, they could have been a real disaster.
Our honeymoon.
It rained.
It was romantic.
It rained.
It was exotic.
It rained. Come on.
With Kodak Max, you'll never miss a moment. It's the film that captures action in rain or shine.
We had some sun.
Yeah, the day we left.
Sunlight, low light, action, or still. Kodak Max, now with even better color.
If you could just please watch some of my tapes, just for now. Listen, honey, Mommy's at work, and you need to just sit down and be careful, okay? You know what, guys? I'm really sorry. Can you just... You know what?
Next year, billions of dollars will be spent for daycare.
Look, it doesn't happen every day, and I'm really sorry. I just don't have any... I don't have anywhere else to take you.
Should never happen. Will you get your fair share? Fill out your census. It helps determine public funding for daycare. This is your future. Don't leave it blank.
It's my duty to inform you that you've been charged with murder.
Murder, sir? I want you to be my lawyer.
I'm a good enough lawyer to know you need a better lawyer than that.
If I'm guilty of this, I'm guilty of everything I've done in combat for the last 30 years.
Why did a well-trained fighting unit ignore the rules of engagement when their orders were simply to protect the embassy?
This is a tape from the embassy security system. What if the crowd had weapons? What if they did fire first? Forget this guy. I don't want to testify about it. I don't want it to exist.
We don't have anybody to back up your case. That's because all my witnesses are dead.
The crowd in front of the embassy had no weapons, did they, Colonel?
Yes, they had weapons! They were killing my Marines!
Open fire!
Withholding evidence is no less evil than charging my client with murder.
Is that a threat?
Oh, yes, sir.
Rules of Engagement, rated R. Starts Friday, April 7th in theaters everywhere.
Not $88 down, not $88 a month. Used vehicles will be sold for $88. Public note this Friday and Saturday at Monroeville Dodge. $88 slasher sale. Current asking prices on every used vehicle will be slashed up to as low as $88. If you're sitting behind the wheel when we mark that vehicle down, you'll have first right to buy at the drastically reduced price up to as low as $88. Financing available, trades accepted, paid for or not. Every vehicle will be reduced this Friday and Saturday only at Monroeville Dodge.